Hey guys, it's Nick from Retro Games HQ, and today I'm talking about the Kickstarter for Necromancer's Gift, which just launched. I've been paying attention to this game for multiple months now, so I'm pretty excited that Kickstarter's getting launched to make sure that the game gets finished. Now, before I do anything else, before I say anything else, go ahead and like the video, not just so that it can help me, but so it can also help with this Kickstarter. It gets it put in more people's recommended where people watch it, and then they might go back it. And if you're interested, make sure you go to the Kickstarter page, which I'm going to have in the description below. But let's get into it. I'll read a little bit of it, go to the pledges, and then I'll go back and read the rest of it. So Necromancer's Gift is put in Monster Taming Roguelite. It's a turn-based monster tamer for grown-ups, includes opt-in multiplayer features and great pixel art, and that's 100% true. Great freaking pixel art. There's no other way to put it. And amazing OST. It's pretty good. It's not even complete, and it's pretty good. So he has it funded over 50% so far with a 5,000 CAD goal, or apparently a 3,951 USD goal. And you see that with only 34 backers, he's got quite a bit of it already filled in. Now, I've already backed it, so I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not just saying go back this, and I'm not even backing it. I am backing it. So, like many of you, I grew up playing Pokemon, and the memories I made thanks to that franchise will always have a special place in my heart. However, I'm an adult now, and I feel I've outgrown it. Necromancer's Gift is a tiramisu, I can never pronounce that right, of monster tamers, focused and concise, and a perfect complement to other games with bigger budgets and a scope that would be your main course. I hope that didn't make you hungry. Now, the key features are 100 animated creatures in gorgeous pixel art, and you'll see more of that below. They are amazing. Dark setting with a very optimistic story, cross-platform play, and save across Steam and iOS, permadeath and hard battles by default in campaign mode, with a lot of customization options, pretty much where you can play what you want. Online turn-based PvP, optional community-based trial, and enhancements to the offline game. Now, with gameplay, it's a turn-based combat. Creatures level up, game moves, and evolve. Creatures can hold up to 2 items, and many of them complement each other. Now, here's some of a gif of a battle. Someone hitting someone else. I do like even the background looks pretty freaking good. I've played the prototype, and I really like it. Like, it's an incomplete game, obviously. Otherwise, he wouldn't have to have this Kickstarter. But it's an incomplete game that's still pretty freaking good. So now with map navigation, to make sure the game fits its budget, there is no overworld, and instead progress through rooms and floors using a straightforward map. And this is what it looks like. Now it changes each time you play, but we'll get more into this. Each floor ends with a battle with a floor leader or with the Necromancer. And here's the floor leaders. And this looks like the floor leader with her team. And of course you can see the pixel art's looking pretty freaking good. Even the animations look smooth. So besides battles with creatures, there are trainer battles, shops, and places to rest along event rooms that let you choose among different meaningful choices that modify your party or other parts of your run. A part of the funds from this Kickstarter will be going towards making this section look better. So now what's the roguelite elements? As a monster taming game, you will be able to pick the rates that creatures appear across different runs and gather all the information you need about each creature. In time, you gain the ability to guarantee a certain creature is an Inti or a Kia form, shiny form, or for all future runs. Now, Inti and Kia, I think he's going to go more into it later on. Team builder and arena to battle against bots and players. So this is what it looks like right now. Of course, who knows? It might change, it might not, but it looks pretty good so far. I do like the color schemes. I do like the colors that he picked for that. So passive multiplayer, join the Discord and find a use for creatures after they die. Change shiny encounter rate and items spawned in shops. You can play the game's campaign mode and battle against bots offline. Now you can play the prototype now. You can play the prototype later this week by joining the Discord. Now I very much encourage you to join the Discord as he's very community oriented. He's got the naming of many of the monsters through the Discord, and I've actually been a part of that. It's pretty freaking interesting. Whether you win or lose with your names, it's just an interesting process, a fun process to be a part of. So keep in mind that this is certainly incomplete and not as polished as I want the game to be, but flawed as it is, I hope you like it. And I have played it, and I have liked it. Now, platforms, it's going to be Steam and mobile. Now, he's not explicitly promising a port to consoles, even as a stretch goal. Now, he's interested in porting the game to Switch and other consoles like PS5 and later maybe Xbox after he releases the game on Steam. Now, that's to make sure that he keeps his promises and retains the goodwill of all backers. Now, he is translating into Spanish and French by him, but before I go any further, let me go ahead and go to... Okay, let's see if we can do this. There we go. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to go up here. Whoop. And I'm going to go to campaign. Okay. No, I guess it's the side with the way this is set up. I have to go by the side. But, of course, pledge without a reward. That's for everybody. So pledge 1 or more Canadian dollar. And you get a follower Discord role, digital wallpaper. You also get pledge 10 or more, about 8 USD, and you get an early bird novice tier, which is follower Discord, everything from before, with name and credits, and digital Steam key. You get the regular novice, which is not the discounted, so I encourage you heavily to go and get the early bird novice, as it saves you a couple of bucks, and it's limited. Not only in time, but in number. So I encourage you, if you're looking at this, go ahead and get that. Now, there's many beyond that. Like, you have a wind novice, because there's different affinities. There's like wind, aqua, I think, or water, and fire. And they're just like fun, playful things when it comes to the Discord. No big deal, but what can you get? So you get everything from before, plus alpha access, digital OST, digital art book, and wind affinity. Now, the digital OST is freaking awesome, and the art is amazing when it comes to the pixel art. So, of course, you have the Water Novice, which is same, but with water affinity, and then you have Trainer Naming Candle. Now, what you get to do is pick a name and a trainer and receive a special mention in the game credits. So you get everything before, plus you get to name a NPC trainer. Now, this is also limited. Now, pledge 100 more, you get trainer. Pick a name for a trainer, their look, and influence the creatures that would be in their team. So you also receive a special mention in the credits, but you also get 5 digital Steam keys. So, you can share it around, do a giveaway, whatever you want to do with those keys. Keep them, who knows. So you can pledge 120 or more with Wind Ancient, and you get everything from before, right? No, you only get you get everything from before, plus you get mentioned in the Wind Ancient, which is your Wind Ancient mentioned in the Index Librorum Iuris. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. This also goes for Fire Ancient and also a Water Ancient. Now I'm going to keep going because there are a few bigger ticket pledges down here. So you get a Floor Leader statue. Pick a name for a trainer, an accessory or two, like cats, watches, to influence their feel and look, and influence what creatures they would have on their team. Receive a special mention. Copies of the game to share with family and friends. Now, instead of 5, you get 7 digital keys. You get all the other stuff from before. Plus, you get to influence the floor leader's look and feel, which is an interesting thing. There's only 4 of those, so if you want that, make sure you get it before someone else takes 4 people take them. Then you get pledge 500 more. You get Wind Starter Candle. Let's see what that is. So you get 10 digital Steam keys. That's quite a bit. Name a Wind Starter line and a permanent unique shiny Wind Starter NFT. Now, if you don't know about NFTs, it's got to do with with the blockchain and things like that. You also pledge $1,000 or more. You get a creature statue. Create a creature that will appear in the game. Now, if you're interested in that, you need to get this. A lot of people are interested in getting creatures, making creatures in the game. So you get everything before. Plus, let's see, create a creature in the permanent unique shiny creature NFT. So there's already 1 backer for this. There's only 2 left. I'd encourage you, if you're interested in it, get it before it's just gone. Now, all gone has been there. There's a few that's already all gone, but let me go ahead and go back to where I was. So if you're interested, check the description below for the link to the Kickstarter. I'll go through the rest of this. So the story. One of the main reasons that motivate me to keep working on this game is what I want to tell in a story. It is a very concise and focused story that is not conventional in monster taming games, but I need to tell it. The story centers around the interactions between a necromancer that hates humans and your dog that you're actively trying to rescue. You can expect a harsh environment. But through perseverance, I genuinely hope that you get to see the meaning behind the title of this game, The Necromancer's Gift. Now, here's some music from it, and again, I've said the OST is awesome so far. You need to go listen to it. So the game will feature 100 creatures. Here's a preview of the first 42. You can also see it in the bestiary. Now, I'm not going to let it cycle through all 42, but you can see what they look like, and they're pretty freaking awesome animations. Yeah, they're pretty freaking cool. Now, all creatures will have an Inti form, which is similar to shinies in Pokemon. You can see a couple of these. So, this is their Inti form. Now, Inti is Quechua for sun, and Quechua is around Peru, where the Incan Empire used to be, and areas around it. It was one of the two major languages there. It really doesn't get used anymore, except for certain communities and older people that know it. But Inti is sun in Quechua. And then you also have some creatures have a Kia form, a second shiny form. So all creatures have an Inti form. Some creatures have a Kia form, which is a second shiny, which I do like the look of the Kia. Now Kia being moon, if I'm not mistaken, in Quechua as well. So I think this is pretty interesting having two shiny forms, and they're unique names. I like the names, you know. Now, community's been that has naturally gravitated towards this game is awesome. I agree. I'm a part of it. Maybe that's a little egotistical, but other people in the community is also awesome. So we had naming contests and polls to pick the names of the creatures. Now, if I'm not right, actually, in this poll, the bottom one, the J one that got 2 votes, is actually mine. If I remember correctly, that was my recommendation. Now, what won was Venito, Vendel, and Venedra. Go, if you're curious about which one that is, then just look it up in the Discord when you join. On top of that, he's built a bot that you can make an online team that you grow by being active on Discord. And to memorize the names of all the creatures, there's daily trivia events. I often ask for feedback for the game and listen attentively to all suggestions, but don't get me wrong. I'm also very straightforward, and when a suggestion is outside the scope of the game or my own abilities, I try to communicate to players as soon as I can. Now that you all know that, I hope that you see this game exists thanks to its community. And just like I've done the past couple months and until release, the community will be an active part of the game's development. So make sure you go to the link below, which is the Kickstarter, and at least go join the Discord if you're interested. And I would highly encourage you to go and back it. Now, the main inspiration behind the monster taming aspects of this game is obviously Pokemon. As for navigation, this game borrows heavily from Slay the Spire. Finally, a bit more broadly, a small amount of elements from Final Fantasy XII and Bravely Default can be found in the AI direction and combat of this game. So, rewards, it's just... So, the digital art book will include sketches and unused art, which, if you've seen the pixel art, blows away most other pixel art in games, even today. Period. So now there is one stretch goal right now. Now, I think LDD has hinted at there being other goals, but hey, this is our first one, our first stretch goal at 10,000 CAD, which is a meme edition and a mobile companion. All pledges higher than 10 CAD. So the mobile companion is a mobile version of the game with no ads, no microtransactions, and with full crossplay and cross-save compatibility with the PC version of the game. Now, the meme edition is there for the fans who, for reasons that escape LDD and me, they really want it to happen. Expect weird changes to the creatures, creature designs, and creature names like Small Boy and Palmella. Now, there's one other meme that goes around where there's one creature that has like a forehead that's 5 times the size of its forehead. So I guarantee there's going to be some big foreheads in there if you're into that. If you're part of the people that want the meme edition. Help get it to that stretch goal. So, getting back down to the team, creatures are the collaborative efforts of 2 awesome contractors that complement each other extremely well. The OST will be composed by Oliver with 2 songs from our guest composer, Joshua Quinn of the Silver Limb fame. I just butchered that name, even though it's a very simple name. Now, his dog Candy is the one and only voice actor for the game. She voices the dog in the game, and the one that helps me debug, or helps him debug the game. So the entire Q&A department, in a sense. So there's this little dog Candy, and the dog, I guess, that's in the game that you're trying to save. So he does pretty much everything else, which is programming, community management, advertisement, etc. So here's the timeline. August 2021 is the alpha, but you can play the prototype now. December 2021 is early access launch on Steam. And a year later is going to be the full release. Now, he has risks and challenges, which is just almost boilerplate, but this is his first game. He's made sure to minimize the factors that typically harm these endeavors. The scope is as minimal as possible. A good chunk of the systems of the game are already implemented. Now it's just content that's missing. There may be slight delays, but that's because he's not perfect, and he'd rather be transparent about it. But these would be as small as possible and communicated to you as soon as he can. So now I've already backed it, as you've seen. And if you're interested in the game and still not sure about it, then there is a video that I'm not going to play, but there's a video at the beginning. And you can always join the Discord and look more into it and see the pixel art. You can play the prototype, do many other things. But yeah, go back. It's going to be in the description below. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like the video so that, more people can see this Kickstarter. More people can fund it. I would greatly appreciate it. And I know LDD would as well. So that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. And retro on.